and I'm combined to this 12 by 12 room. So I believe that anybody who even has that level of ability to get out into society has a social life. But that's just me.
Hey, some of my and you'll be impressed to know that some of the first people to watch me doing this were my trivia people and my bingo people. So shout out to those people that but it's really I really it's more just for fun, you know, like it's not even a job at this point for me.
It seems like it's a very social thing to do. This is the closest I get to societal interaction. I don't get much more than this. So, you know, I don't know. You, Stephen, to me, you seem like a socialite.
Well, I don't have the like adorable little cute little family lives that you guys have there living at home. Like I have to. Yep.
I'm practically a hermit.
One day I will pan the camera around and you will see the emptiness that is my existence.
Listen, I'm practically a hermit. My kids literally just went back to school today. So there's been an elementary school that's been running here for the past 18 years. It feels like. Bridget, you must have the same thing. Don't you have like an elementary school running there, or are your kids going in?
Oh, my kids have been at school forever.
Really? They're back.
Oh yeah.
All right, can I ask you a question about that?
I would love that. Ask me.
What is going on with Stephen's facial hair?
I know. Don't worry, guys. I haven't shaved.
What is going on with Stephen?
No. It's a new manufacturer for him. He's trying to attract more friends. And
I think here's what I picture. Here's what I picture happened. I pictured Stephen went to Target to buy some razors, and he got to the aisle, and there were no razors there. And I can picture him standing there holding like a woman's leg razor, or like a woman's private area razor, whatever that is. I picture him standing there holding this thing and going, "I can't use this on my face. I won't use this on my face."
I have razors. Okay, everyone.
I thought he was just going for a look.
The problem is much deeper than that, Mr. Prouty. The problem goes much deeper.
Is this because of the COVID days, Stephen?
Stephen, what is going on with your facial hair?
I just haven't done it. I'm in a constant state of flux. Okay, there's a word. There's a word for today's session, guys. Is the word flux. Flux. Flux, like a flux capacitor.
Yeah.
Hey, Stephen, are you being like more social? Do you feel like you're being more social when you have a beard, or do you feel more like less? Which one are you? Like,
the level of socialness goes down. It means I'm a heavy focus. Okay, so insight into the beard, if you really want it, since you asked.
I need to know. Everybody else needs to know. Could you hashtag beard if you want to know what's going on with Stephen's facial hair today?
When I'm focused on work and other things, and I'm focused on all these other things, it's almost like other things just start to like not even matter to me. And the first one, you want to know the first things to go? You want to know one of the first things to go?
Well, let me guess. Really?
No, I don't know. I thought about shaving before, but I was like, you know what? I don't want any, like, I thought about it and I was like, if I cut myself, I don't want that to be on screen. So I just went with it. Okay. I had no idea that it would be the saga. I had no idea it would be a saga.
When your appearances start to go, that is the first sign when you're letting yourself
no shave month, Larry.
Starting to like affect the rest of your life. Like this is your image right here showing up. So I just, you know what? Stephen, let's book a discovery call. 30-minute free. We will chat about the beard.
Yep.
And what that means.
Listen, you know what's fascinating to me is that Stephen thought that he could get away with growing that facial hair and then come on our performance tonight and that no one would say anything about it. That's what's
You're right. Yeah.
Okay.
I like that. I love this comment.
Yeah. So guys, we're live. We're live. Eric Rosberg says that's not a beard. That's true. If you could see Eric's,
it's not.
No.
It's not.
Eric Rosberg would know. I have no way of getting that guy on the screen to show you, but that guy's beard is like.
Look at his picture. There's Eric Rosberg.
Oh yeah, is it in his picture? I can't.
Yeah, I can. Oh, yeah. We had a one-on-one today, and he does mortgages. He helps people get mortgages done.
Yeah. and he can tell you if you have a beard or not.
I need to tell you,
Stephen, I will tell you this. I just out of jealousy, it takes me about 8 or 9 days to get that level of facial hair on my face. I don't know why, but I just can't seem. I haven't since like the weekend.
I'm going to let you know something and it's going to give you some relief. I can never grow a beard.
Wow.
Or am I putting on it? I want to throw that out there.
You would have quite a handsome beard if you could grow one. I'm basing that on your eyebrows alone. Yeah, dude, show us what it would look like if you had a beard. So this is, oh my God.
Hold on. What? Hold on.
There is a word I would use to describe you with a beard. It is Frank Constantino. That's the word I would use to describe you if you had a beard. It's Frank Constantino.
Hi, Frank, wherever you are.
I feel bad. I bet you that guy's not tuned in. I bet he's not tuned in today. And that poor guy, we're like totally picking on him. And he's not even here. It is Wednesday. It is after the hour of 8 o'clock. And here we are again, as we are every single Wednesday night. We're back together. It's been a couple of weeks. I am Frank Constantino.
Hey, Frank, did you recognize this look?
That's a good beard right there. That's a good beard.
Frank Constantino's beard is so big, he needs 2 profile pictures just to contain his beard. He needs like a stacked profile picture just to contain his beard. It's true.
I guess there's the right way to do the beard, and then there's the wrong way to do a beard. That's what I'm doing here, guys.
No matter what I do, it's wrong. If I go like 2 weeks without shaving, my wife is like, "Hey, you got to wash your face." She doesn't realize that it's actually manly hair on my face. I don't like Stephen. You have dominated the show tonight with your manly facial hair. It's unbelievable. Yeah. It's really unbelievable.
Do we have a topic other than my facial hair?
Like, please stop focusing on me.
Yes.
The whole show. Yeah, so I will send a $5 Starbucks gift card to whoever makes the best emoji of Stephen and his beard and sends it to me before the end of the program. Send it to my Facebook Messenger, my private Facebook Messenger. If you can make an emoji of Stephen and his beard, and I'll pick the best one. I'll send you a $5 Starbucks gift card. Actually, you know what I'll do? I'll send you an $11 Starbucks gift card because I have one with $11 on it.
Not a specific sales number, like 11.
Yeah. So whoever's listening, if you're listening right now on the live, make an emoji of Stephen Carroll with his beard. Send it to my private Facebook Messenger. I'm going to choose the best one, and I'm going to send you an $11 Starbucks gift card. Simply because, yeah.
People are getting right on that.
Hey, guys, I thought we would talk about tonight. The end of the year is barreling down on us. It's been a couple of weeks that we've been together. Last week was a little weird because we had different people on, and Bridget wasn't here. Michelle was standing in for Bridget. Steve and Stefan didn't know that any of that was going on. That poor dude. And then we had a guy from the UK on. Ian from the UK shows up. Steven shows up and literally is like, "Am I in the right webinar? Am I in the right thing?" I felt terrible that I didn't even have.
It was a good episode. Yeah, it was
definitely different. It was definitely different.
Hashtag replay. I watched it.
Hashtag replay. There you go.
With the end of the year barreling in on us, everybody is making plans for how they're going to close out 2020, and everybody is also making plans for what they're going to do in 2021. Mm-hmm. And the easiest way for anyone to make dramatic amounts of progress is to make investments in themselves. If you can make some sort of an investment in yourself, you are poised to finish the year strong. Eileen wants to cover your beard, Stephen, with her comment. She wrote a really long comment to cover the beard.
I think I'm so happy playing with the comments down here. I'm like a little child just playing with the comments.
Stephen, hey, listen, I'm gonna have you vanish the comment. Take your with your left hand, vanish the comment. Ready? Go back the other way and go.
So powerful.
We'll get that right later.
We'll practice that. I think if people want to finish the year strong, and they want to move into 2021 in a very strong way, then the easiest way for someone to do that is to actually make investments in themselves. And there are lots of different ways that you can invest in yourself. You can invest intellectually, you can invest emotionally, you can invest mentally, you can invest socially, you can invest physically. All of these different ways you can invest in yourself. And it was Zig Ziglar decades ago who identified 7 different areas of life that we should all try to excel in. And those areas of life include business and financial. They include spiritual, family, social, physical. You can Google it. Zig Ziglar and his 7 areas in the wheel of life. And so what Zig Ziglar said is, in order to be a really fulfilled human, you should invest in yourself in all of those areas so that you come up better. You should also invest in a pet sitter during the program.
Pet sitter, child sitter, lots of sitters.
I'm going to ask you guys that we talk a little bit about investing in yourself, but I'm also asking, if you're here live, give us some ideas on what you do to invest in yourself. And if you're here on the replay, first of all, let us know, hashtag that replay, and also let us know what investing in yourself means to you, because investing in yourself means different things to different people. Stephen, my good friend.
I'm always, you know what I'm going to talk. Okay. I think that the first thing that I do to invest in myself is I go on these runs. I go on these like long runs where and I'm not hard on myself. I'm not trying to like conquer the world or anything. It's more mental. It's more, and what I do is I leave my phone at home. I have my little iPod that I listen to music. But really the run is so much about the mentality and counterbalancing the fact that I spend most of my time glued to this little device here, I think that time away, it kind of provides that balance that I need, because and a lot of times some of my best ideas, I get right back into my mentality after that run, regardless of if I did the best job on it, or anything like that. And that was a transition for me because, of course, it used to be about the physicality, like trimming up when you run, but now it's so much more mental. And I think looking for those things that you need to balance things out in your life, What about you, Bridget? How do you approach some of this stuff?
Man, I am just loving hearing your run story and what that does for you. Honestly, this is right up my alley, guys. I love combining life and business because they really are combined. So it's so important to invest in yourself all the time so that you don't show up hungry when you go to meet with potential clients. And, something that I like to share, I was sharing with someone earlier today about taking care of your 4 selves. There are 4 components to who you are. And you have your intellectual self, your spiritual, your emotional, and your physical self. I like to do Pilates personally to take care of my physical self. Don't laugh at me, Chris. I can hear you. So you want to take care of listen, you want to take care of your 4 selves. And if you do that every day, a different component, taking care of yourself intellectually, maybe that's your business. Maybe you're going to start reading about Zig Ziglar. Maybe you're going to, for your physical self, obviously, you guys like to run. I don't know why, but you like to run, and for your emotional self, maybe you're going to get together with friends. Maybe you're going to do something that fuels your emotional self. Spiritual, maybe get out some morning meditations, do a brain dump. If you take care of your 4 selves every day, when you go into your business with the mindset that you have, your mental rehearsal, as I like to say, you will show up well, and then you'll have higher relatability in the business world. So investing in yourself not only fuels you feeling awesome about who you are and just having good feels anyway, but it also is fuel for your business. That's what I think.
In addition to that being incredibly profound, I like how you use the word feels as a noun. I grew up not knowing that the word feels, I thought feels was a verb, but you've been able to use it as a noun, and I find that's absolutely fascinating to me.
Because we're hip. It's because we're hip, Chris.
I'm a millennial, apparently.
You guys, you millennial people have what are called feels. somehow you have these nouns called feels.
Yep.
It's no longer a verb. I don't know.
My life is a constant state of feels, if I'm being honest with you.
Because you're an emoji.
Yes.
Bridget, what you said was very profound. And in fact, taking care of the four selves sounds like a really good exercise that anybody could do. And you gave some tangible things that they could do. I'm realizing we didn't do the intros at the beginning.
No one knows us.
No, listen, if you want to hear the intros, just go back in my timeline a couple of weeks and watch the first 5 minutes of any of the other performances, and you'll find out who she is and who he is. In the meantime, Bridget, that was very profound.
Well, thanks. Hey, I want to share another idea with you. Okay.
Oh, yeah,
I get so excited. So something, you know how we talked about gratitude last month. It's all about gratitude. And that's great, but I want to level up that idea because Christmas time or the holiday season, we want to focus on joy. So I want to focus on create a joy list because this is a way to invest in yourself. And what you do with a joy list, I don't want like these broad ideas of like, I feel joyful when I'm with my family. I want very specific. The more present you can get in what you write on your joy list, the more joy you can experience. So for example, I'm excited tonight to get into my historical romance novel and read the next chapter. Like that gives me joy. Like that little moment. I'm excited to talk to Chris and say, hey, I'd love a Starbucks gift card. And then he's going to give me one. And that gets me excited about going to Starbucks. Like that excites me. So it's really important during this time of the COVID days that are still apparently going on. I don't know. That's some people's mindset. We want to break free from that. We should talk. But you want to get into the mindset of joy. Write a joy list, not a gratitude list. I want a joy list. What brings you joy?
Wow, that is amazing. Now, listen, if somebody wrote that joy list, what would you have them do with that? Should they write that and read it every day to remind themselves of what brings them joy? Or is this just to write it and put it out into the universe and then you never look at it again?
So this is very much like just a writing exercise, Chris. And you know that writing changes your mindset.
It really does, doesn't it?
It does. It absolutely does. So the joy list is just simply to break free from maybe the COVID feels. Break free from expectations.
Keep doing it. Keep doing it.
Listen, I will just for you.
It's like all you people out there that call your children littles. Little, the word little is an adjective. It is not a noun.
You also get a grammatical lesson tonight.
Listen, I get fired up about that stuff. You know what else I get? I get fired up about when you combine words that have no business being combined. I'm off track. There's no business in gigantic and enormous being combined. Ginormous isn't a thing.
Oh.
Is ginormous bigger than gigantic? Is it?
I would say.
No.
I would say.
Is ginormous bigger than enormous? It's not. It's not. Stop combining those words. They don't need to be combined. Is chillax more relaxing than chilling? It's not. It's not.
Depends on who you talk. I like to connectivity, deservability, profitability. Oh, those are real words. Some of them.
Yeah, those are real words.
Anyone make up words out there? You guys make up any words?
Yeah, give me and in the chat.
On your joy list.
Hey Bridget, you missed the what was it? Punch with your face, Stephen?
Yeah, and what's so great is on my timeline. That's when the video started. On my timeline, so people on my timeline just like it, and I left it, of course, because I love it so much. But yeah, you missed my boxing lesson.
Yeah. Last week, Bridget, I don't know how we got on the topic, but somehow Stephen was talking about punching with his face.
Yeah.
What?
Punch with.
I did research after that, and there's a lot of debates on if that works or not. I'm going to be truthful there. There's a lot of debates, so. The
fans are trying to keep us on track. Brian Bear is chiming in saying that he loves the joy list idea. So the fans want to keep us back on track. I claim responsibility for getting us off track. So Bridget, your advice to the crowd is to create a joy list to help us just bring that to a fine point. How is creating a joy list investing in yourself, in your mind?
So it's manipulating your mood. Because as an entrepreneur, if you don't show up in a positive state, who wants to work with someone who's all up in their negative feels? Who wants to work with someone who's depressed?
Keep it going with those.
So you know what I'm saying? And you know what? It's so funny. Well, it's not funny. Okay. I don't know why I went with it so funny, but there's something I actually want to share with everyone who's listening in right now. And it actually profoundly changed me. So I was talking to my 10-year-old the other day, and that's always a profound moment sometimes. Lots of those moments. He goes to me, "Hey mom, would you rather, I have a question for you first." He said that because he's my son. And he goes, "Would you rather starve to death, or would you rather have never speak to any of your friends again?" And I said,
that makes me hungry just thinking about that.
Listen, I know where you guys stand with that, but I was thinking, I'm like sitting here at his mom, I'm going, oh my God, I'd rather, I'm like, I didn't tell him right off the bat what I would choose, but do you know what he said? He said, "I would rather starve to death than not see my friends." And
That's what he said?
That's what he said.
Those are some incredible friends. Those are awesome.
Wow.
Well, I think it's just a statement of how important socialization is to fuel who you are, to fuel your life and invest in yourself.
Yeah.
You'd rather die of starvation. Like, I mean, he's 10. 10-year-old boys think about hamburgers, don't they? Like daydream about hamburgers or something like that. But he's like, no, I need my friends in my life. Hey, do you guys think you need friends? Do you need friends?
Absolutely. Absolutely. I wouldn't be able to survive. Without my friends, I would not be able to even survive. So I completely agree with your son.
Steven, what do you like? Are you hanging out with friends nowadays? Like,
no, not even close.
Not
no.
with that beard.
Like, no. I'll tell you, this is the gift that I've been given, and I don't know, but the gift that I've been given is that everyone that I work with, I like truly end up like loving and being friends with, and that's coming from someone that compartmentalizes so many things that, like, if I were writing the rules, I might not necessarily have it that way, but it's just that way, and like I can't help it. And so me going into work, it is still work. It's still very much work, but the people there, that is it's such a wonderful little social life, and I can't help but be, even with you guys, this is kind of my social life as well. But in terms of actually hanging out with people, every now and then.
Every now and then, and how we do that, and let's apply this to business a little bit, adding those elements of humanity and humor into life and business is really how you break free from the sales pitch too. Like when you apply humor and humanity into your life, like that's the two top things that I share with people who ask me to, partner with them. You have to have humanity. Like I just say, I get on a call and I'm like, "Hey, how are you doing?" And they're like, I'm well. How are you? And I'm like, "My dog just pooped on the carpet, so I think I'm okay, but it could have been a better morning if he had pooped outside when I walked." Like adding, like, I don't know why I went to poop. Do you guys have dogs? Did anyone have
I have a dog, but we've actually trained our dog to go outside. So you should consider that. Consider that.
Listen, I will. Can you refer someone?
Listen. I want to kind of get a little serious, which is a rare thing for me. But I do want to get a little serious about this because I think we need to be aware that investing in ourselves moves beyond the physical, moves beyond the social, moves beyond the mental, and actually has to move to the professional, the intellectual and the professional. Yep. Because as professionals, we constantly need to be investing in ourselves. And there's a lot of reasons why we don't want to do that beyond the obvious. So the obvious reason that you want to invest in yourself is that you want to get better at what you do, or you want to get better overall. So, you can do, coaching, you can do mental coaching that's going to help you be a better entrepreneur, a better coach, a better consultant, or you could invest in yourself just by spending more time developing what it is you do, or you can invest yourself in training programs like my training programs that help people get more clients organically through social media. Small pitch. But when you make that investment in yourself, there is something that happens in the universe. Now, listen very carefully to this. Please, everyone, listen up. And if you're in the chat, stop typing and just listen for a second. If you're not willing to invest in yourself, you cannot expect others to invest in you. And what we consistently find is the amount of money and the amount of time and the amount of effort that you're willing to invest in yourself is equal to the amount of time and the amount of money and the amount of effort others are willing to invest in you. So if you're presented with the opportunity to go into a $1,500 program, for example, and you say, that's too much, I can't spend that, then others, and you're trying to charge $1,500 for what you do, you cannot expect that people are going to pay that, because people will invest in you. I'm not talking to anybody in particular. There's people in the chat that say I'm talking to them. I'm not talking to anybody in particular. People get all nervous
They
when
feel
I'm like this. But truly, there is this universal reflexive law that says the world is a mirror. And if you're not willing to invest in yourself, you cannot expect others to invest in you. It just works that way. I kind of went a little crazy. And now he says, yes, I am talking. Yes, Brian, I am talking to you now. I wasn't talking to you before, but now I am.
You're so right. You're so right. Because here's the thing. If you're not willing to invest in yourself, do you think that you don't deserve to invest in yourself? What is making you think you don't deserve to invest in yourself? This is literally about your deservability. Where is your confidence level at? And if you're not confident in yourself, you're not going to be confident in your business. You're not going to show up confident in your life. So believe that you deserve more. And then it will bleed into everything. Your vision, your good feels about your life and your business.
Okay. Look, we're peaking right now, but I will, in the time that we have left, the sum of this is physically, emotionally, spiritually, professionally. If you're not willing to take that time and invest in yourself, people are not going to be willing to invest in you, because it's just going to seep from you. The amount of money that I spend investing in myself it's unbelievable, but I have expectations in what people are going to invest in me, in both their time, their money, and their energy. But that's why people get the results they get from the programs that I present. Oh man, we kind of got on a very serious track there, but I think it's really important. I have something I want to read to you guys. And I wonder if you will give me listen, I'm on the serious path now. I'm going to stay on the serious path.
Stay on the serious path.
Could I read 2 paragraphs to you? 2 paragraphs of something?
This is our live reaction.
Okay, I want to see your live reactions to this, and I want everybody here that's with us live or in the replay, just take a breath, and I'm kind of going off script, and I'm going to read something to you, because this is profound, and I've been sharing this with a select few people, and now I'm going to select it with we get a couple thousand views on this during the week. So, you ready? Listen to this. This is so pertinent to what's going on right now. Never in the history of America has there been so great an opportunity for the dreamers as now exists. The economic collapse has reduced everyone substantially to the same level, and a new race is about to be run. The stakes represent huge fortunes which will be accumulated in the next few years. The rules of the race have changed because we now live in a changed world that definitely favors the masses, those who had but little or no opportunity to win under the former conditions, and who were paralyzed with fear, and who were paralyzed for growth and for development. We who are in this race for the riches should be encouraged to know that this changed world in which we live is demanding new ideas, new ways of doing things, new leaders, new inventions, new methods of teaching, new methods of marketing, new methods of media. Backed by all the demand for the new and the better things, there is one quality which one must possess to win, and that is the definiteness of purpose, the knowledge of what one wants, and a burning desire to possess it. You guys, that was written in 1937.
Wow.
That wasn't written about what's going on right now, you guys. That was written after the Great Depression.
Wow.
About the opportunity that presented itself to everybody. But when you hear that now, guys, we are on the threshold of a new era. We are on the threshold of our businesses exploding, every single one of us. And you've heard me say this before. We cannot blame 2020 for the misery that most people have. It is not the year. It's not going to end in 3 weeks. It's going to continue. And you're the one that needs to adapt. And you're the ones that need to realize, not you guys, Brian Bear, not even Brian. We all need to realize, that we are on the threshold of a new era, an era where we can shape our own destiny. And we do that by investing in ourselves to grow, to become better, and to capitalize on what's happening right now. And if you're sitting there moaning, absolutely, if you are sitting there moaning about the injustice that are happening, that are happening in the world because of what's going on with I'm not even going to say the C word. But, don't even say it. I'm not even going to say it. But if you're sitting there and you're thinking to yourself, oh, whatever, you're screwing yourself, because ultimately, oh shoot, bottom of the hour, guys, we got to wrap it up.
Hey, Chris, you know what that's called? A limiting belief.
Yeah.
If you're consumed by these limiting beliefs, you'll be limited. So the key is innovation, connectivity, creativity, purpose, and willpower. Make it happen.
Guys, it is time. It is time. I know I'm all jokey and animated most of the time, but guys, I see it in you guys. I see it in every single person that's commented here tonight. I see it in everybody that I'm connected with. Now is the time to take advantage of the situation that we're in, reshape where you are, make that physical investment in yourself so that your brain is clear. Make that emotional, spiritual, mental investment in yourself. Make the intellectual investment in yourself, right?
Yes.
Make those investments and go and get rich, because it was right after the Great Depression that more billionaires were made than ever before. And it is right now. Yeah. It is right now that you have the chance to do that. Well, it better have gotten you, Brian.
I love that comment. I love that comment.
I'm only showing up here for you, Brian. I'm only doing this whole thing for you.
You and David.
Yeah.
Hi, David.
Now is the time.
Now is the time to make moves.
Stephen.
Yes.
If people listening to this had to do one thing to invest in themselves this week, what would it be?
Challenge yourself to do something you've never done before. Ooh. Whether that's learn a program and whether that's learn a program like, Canva. I work in Canva all day long. If you get stuck in it, just send me a message. But learn a program, do something that you've never done just to prove to yourself that you can, and then use that momentum to carry it forward. That's something that I always do is I'll do something I've never done before, and all of a sudden, wow, like look at that. I can learn all these new things, So yeah, guys, that would be my challenge.
Bridget. Oh, hold on, Bridget. No, Bridget, go ahead. If you had to tell people to do one thing this week, somebody says Steven's blushing. I don't know how you can tell.
Under this beard.
Bridget, if you could give people one thing to do this week to invest in themselves, just one, not the joy list. Give us something else.
Okay. Choose one way to level up for your intellectual, your emotional, your spiritual, and physical self. Choose one way to level up in each one of those areas.
I say it is time to explore the new techniques for growing your business, because we're all entrepreneurs. Everybody on this thing is an entrepreneur. It is time to explore those new ways to grow your business so that when you hit 2021, you are hitting it hard. I'm going to circle back around. I received some incredible caricatures of Stephen and his beard. I cannot show them to you, so I'm going to save them for next week's performance. Frank Constantino, the man who knows beards better than anybody else, is the one that is the winner. I'm going to send him $11 to Starbucks. I want to thank both of you guys for being with me here again and talking about how people can invest in themselves. Stephen, great to see you. Bridget,
great to see you guys every Wednesday.
Bridget, bring it home.
Guys, it's time to get into the game on mentality. Invest in yourself.